guys, and welcome to my May TBR. I have several books here that I really want to read this month and hoping to get through. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll first talk about the books that I have for review. The first one is one that actually already came out, and when I went with some of my bookish friends, I saw it there and I'm like, oh my god, what is this book? Wow, I think I saw it somewhere, and then I look and it was in one of the ARC newsletters that I missed. So I went back and emailed the publicist, and she's like, oh, I love this book, I'll send you a finished copy. And she did. And that book is The Royal We by Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan. And this talks about a girl who ends up living in the apartment opposite of the future king of England. And it goes from there. She's like a commoner, he's a royal, they end up dating, and then she gets thrust into this world of royalty, not knowing all the rules and the politics and such. And it's a quite big book. It's around like 430 pages, but I'm so excited. This is adult, and I'm just really excited. I love books that are about royalty and such, like books or movies or shows, actually. I just can't really think of any right now, but there's so many, and I am hoping to read this. I'm going to be buddy reading this with one of my friends who's like obsessed with the royal family in the UK. So she's buying this book really soon so we can buddy read it. The next books that I'll be reading include Sweet by Emmy Laybourne. This book comes out in June, and it has to do with like a mystery. People would kill to be thin. There's this like pill that now people take to become thin. However, it has a lot of side effects that were kind of buried down when they did the whole FDA thing to pass it along or pass the test so that it can be commercialized. But now, like, some things are happening, and there's a mystery to it, and it's set on a cruise ship. So I'm very excited for this one. Then we've got Daughter of Deep Silence by Carrie Ryan. Funnily enough, this is also set on a yacht, and it also has to do with some mystery going on there. A lot of mystery and surviving and such. I read this a long time ago, the synopsis. But I'm very excited for this one because this is also a mystery thriller. And it comes out in June. Another book I'm really anticipating is Last Year's Mistake by Jenna Chioka, and this is a second chance romance kind of book. There's a before and after, and this is a book like that was How to Love by Katie Katugna, which is one of my favorite books. So I have some expectations for this one. It says First Love, Second Chances, and it comes out in June. I'm just really excited into getting sucked into a really good contemporary, because none of the ones I've been reading lately have done that for me. Now moving on to the books that I own that are not for review. Last month, unfortunately, I wasn't able to read any manga because I was just so into doing my 10-book challenge that I didn't read any, and I'm hoping that I will read them this month. I want to read volume 3 of Kimi ni Todoki as well as volume 4. I might do like every 5 volumes is equal to 1 book towards my challenge, just so that I'm also motivated to read those. So yeah, that's the thing right now. Write it down. It's happening. So I'm very excited to continue on with this manga. Another book that was a recent addition to the 10-book challenge, so I'm gonna have to remove one of the books or just leave it for my next 5-book challenge, is World After by Suzanne E. I read Angel Fall last month and I loved it so much that I have to pick this one up because End of Days is coming out in a couple of days. So I really want to read this so I can pick up End of Days really soon after I finish my 10-book challenge, so I'm allowed to buy it. Another book that I'm finally going to be reading is Dangerous Girls by Abigail Haz. I will be buddy reading this book actually tomorrow with my friend who lives in Dubai, so we kind of sometimes take a full day and just read the same book and discuss the whole time just reading the same book until we finish it. So I'm hoping to do that tomorrow with her, so I just need to make sure to confirm with that. So I was kind of spoiled for the ending for this book, but still a lot of people tell me that it's the process that's really good, and like the psychological thriller is for the process. So even if I found out who the killer is or what happened in the end, this is still a good read. So good read. The last book that I'm hoping to read is Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGuinness. This is also towards my 10-book challenge, so that would put me at 6 books by the end of May. So I'll only have 4 more before I can finally buy books that I want. This is about a world where water is very rare, and people would kill to get water, and this girl's house, apparently they found a well or something and now she's protecting it, things like that. It's very short, it's post-apocalyptic, which is actually my favorite genre outside of contemporary, or used to be, but I haven't been reading any. So I'm hoping that this will restore my love and just memory of my love towards post-apocalyptic novels. The last book is the book that I'm actually currently reading, and that book is Blood Promise by Rochelle Mead. I'm halfway through it. This is what I read in April, and I'm hoping to finish that very soon, because it's almost the end of May 1 and I haven't read a single page. So I'm hoping that I will get to at least 100 pages today, and like 150, try finishing it today. I only have 200 pages left. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish that this month and then take a break from Vampire Academy in May and pick it up in June and July. And this is book 3. So I have 3, and then Mindy McGinnis is 4, Dangerous Girls is 5, and World After is 6. I'm very excited for this to happen. And this is it for all the books that I'll be reading in May. Let me know which ones you're planning on reading, if any of them are on your list, and which ones you want me to prioritize. This is it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and see you next time. Bye!